Okay, man, so everybody's talking about STEMs.
Yeah.
So outside of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics,
Yeah.
what is a STEM like in a local church? I mean, what are you guys talking about?
Basically, a STEM is something that's giving you the opportunity to have an instrument in your live setting that's not on stage.
Okay.
So a string section or a pad or some sort of percussive loop or
Okay.
something like that.
So like in the old school days, like we would do like sequencers and stuff. So
that's exactly what it is.
Okay, so it's just kind of like a pre-made sequence in a sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so if a guy is going to use stems or wants to use stems on Sunday in worship, where would be a good place to start? Should they just say, I'm going to do stems on my whole worship service? I'll turn off my phone. Should I do stems for my whole worship service, or should I try one song? I mean, like how?
Definitely try one song.
Okay.
I would make that your last worship song, your special, your new song that you're teaching to the congregation, something that is not going to be free and organic, something that's going to be very structured, something that's going to go the exact way, the exact same time.
Right.
One of the issues with stems, unless you have a runner, someone who's running it and knows how to run it, is that you're locked into a roadmap.
Okay.
So you want to make sure that you're going to do it exactly the same way.
Right. So if you want to repeat the chorus at the end, that's off the table.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not always,
unless
unless you have the ability to do that.
Okay.
For a guy who's doing it on the first day, I would say just stick to a roadmap.
Just stick to, okay.
Yeah.
So how do you run stems, or what do you run it from? Like, can you do it from your iPhone?
Personally, or just in general?
Well, just personally, and then just like in general, for a guy that wants to get started with it.
In general, you can run stems from anything that can play audio and send audio. I've run stems from an iPhone through iTunes, up to running stems through ProPresenter, through QLab, through Reason, through Ableton. You know, you can go as complex as you want to as very, very simple as you want.
Almost play it like you would just some sort of
I've done that
music
before.
file. Okay, very cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So where would you tell somebody to go to find stems for worship? Like, where's the place you go?
Well, I
know you create them, but like
I purchase most of my stems from Praise Charts.
Okay.
One of the reasons I purchase them from Praise Charts is because they create in Propellerhead's Reason, which is the software that I use. Not what most people use, but it's my comfort zone, so that's where I create.
Right.
That's where I run.
Okay.
Most people would run Ableton.
Right.
It's just what I learned from, so that's where I'm comfortable, so that's what I run from.
Okay.
But Praise Charts sells Reason files. They also sell, right now they just started selling multi-tracks. Those would be, so Reason would be a sequencer, MIDI files, MIDI information. Multi-tracks would be actual audio files from the actual record.
So would that like dump down into like GarageBand or Pro Tools or something? Okay.
Yeah. So if you had audio files, you would have to, if you bought multi-tracks from Praise Charts, you would load those into DAW, Digital Audio Workstation, like GarageBand, any of the other DAWs out there. And then you could either run them from the stage from one of those DAWs, or you could bounce those down into a single wave file.
Sure.
Put them on your iPhone and run them from your iPhone if you wanted to.
Okay.
There are also, I'm not really well versed in them, but there are tons of apps. I can send you information later on what those are. You can put in a link or something.
Okay.
That give you like key beds, pad beds, to where there's no time, there's no roadmap.
It's like an open E or something like that.
Basically, if you're in the key of E, you can turn this on.
Gotcha.
And it'll just kind of give you kind of a atmospheric kind of sound. There are also some.
That'd be really good for a guitar player.
There are also some apps that actually have songs that you can buy, worship songs.
Right.
You can mix them all from your iPad or your iPhone.
Okay.
Run them from there.
Right.
As well.
Okay.
I can't remember what that app is.
I know Lifeway has one, like Band in Hand.
There
I
you
think
go.
Is what
That's
theirs
exactly
is.
what it is. Band in Hand. That's
Okay.
one of the main ones.
Okay.